What's up guys, this is Tcg Sam here, and in today's video I'm showcasing aerosol TCG's Machina Infinitrack train deck. I found it really cool when I came across it when I was browsing YouTube, and I decided it'd be a good idea to show it out. Before we get started, I just want to ask you guys to please remember, if you haven't already, leave a like, comment, subscribe, because it really helps keep me motivated to keep posting more videos like this. But yeah, without any further ado, let's just hop straight in. So if you guys haven't checked it out already, on his channel he posted a combo tutorial for this deck, and I watched it like once before playing this, although I'm still definitely very rusty with this deck. I probably did not make the most optimal plays at times, but anyways, the good thing about this deck is it has a lot of starter cards, and they're good starter cards too. The fact that every single starter card in your deck just grabs you that starter card back to the end phase, plus 2 draws, plus you have a good resource game. So this deck isn't really putting up like many negations. It might put up like one interruption in like Citadel or something, might put up a couple of hand traps, maybe one trap, but the thing is, like, its grind game is just so good. But anyways, we're starting off with redeployment, discarding a Dozer, and then searching a Fortress and a Metal Cruncher. It's just so nice you can search Metal Cruncher. This card is incredible. You gotta search for your Dozer, but since we already had Dozer in our hand, I just searched for the 3 other big guys, added Citadel. I thought this was alright, because if I can get it in the grave, and if during any time he like gammas me, I'd be able to bring it back or something. But here, activate Dozer. So Dozer is definitely the heart and soul of this deck, as he said on his video, because when you tribute a Earth Machina summon it, use its effect to special summon one Infinitrack from your deck, negating its effects, but it doesn't matter, because we're just going to be overlaying with them anyways. We have overlay for River Stormer, which allows us to add a Super Express Bullet Train. Activating the Bullet Train, summoning itself, turning the River Stormer into a Goliath, and then turning the Goliath and the Bullet Train into a Ballista. I really like this play because Ballista effect adds you box, and then box effect lets you add pretty much the other Infinitrack you're missing. So in a way, Ballista turns into like an Infinitrack Searcher. Although like you do have to play a Brick in Ancient Gearbox. I think that's being like one of the few Garnet. I guess you can say this is a Garnet too. But being one of the few Garnets in the deck, I think it's definitely worth playing, because now you have discard fodder for like your Dynamiscus or your Machina Fortress too. So it's really not that bad either. So from here, activate Machina Fortress, discarding itself and the Trencher to special summon itself back. Trencher is gonna bring back a Dozer. I'm gonna link the Dozer off into a Goliath, turning the Goliath and the Fortress into a copy of Anger Knuckle, although I probably should have just kept the Fortress on the board. That was a misplay on my part. Should have linked with the Ballista, because I'd have a chance to shuffle it back with Tunneler. I just wanted to keep Ballista on board because I thought he played a card like Access Code for next turn, but he actually doesn't. So it was a misplay on my part. I should have put this away. Because Machina Fortress has a really cool effect. When it's destroyed, by battle, you get to pop 1 card your opponent controls, which may not seem huge, but like in a slow control deck, this can actually be super huge. Here, activate Tunneler. Tunneler is going to shuffle back 2 of the links. It's going to shuffle back the Dozer, Metal Cruncher, and it's going to shuffle back Fortress. It's unfortunate because I wanted to keep Fortress in graveyard, obviously. But you definitely have to keep these 3 in graveyard. River Stormer for a follow-up. Dozer you're adding back with Bullet Train. And Bullet Train you're able to summon back with Anger Knuckles. So you have to have these 3 in your graveyard pretty much. But it's okay. We still get to draw 2. We draw Crane and Ash. Those are probably like the 2 best cards we could have drawn, because now we can bring back the Bullet Train with Anger Knuckles, special summon the Crane, make a Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon, Dora, set a Dynamiscus, and pass. So what this does is during our end phase, we get to activate Dora, detaching Train, target itself. The reason I do that is because I need Train to be in the graveyard for its effect to trigger, adding me back one of my follow-ups. So I add back a Brutal Dozer, so we can do that all over again on our opponent's turn, which is just on our turn again, I mean. It's just super nice. We have Anchor Drill, because Anchor Drill can summon a Brutal Dozer, and this is actually an instant. This is an instant rank 9 because of Anchor Drill's effect to level manipulate. So we could go for Earth Slicer or we could go for BFD, which is super nice. And our opponent's turn, we have 1 Pop, 1 Ash, 1 Dynamiscus. But you can see here we have a very nice resource loop, like he mentioned in his video, where we can Anger Knuckle, send away box, bring back the Bullet Train. If the Bullet Train dies, 1, we get Citadel back, but 2, Bullet Train in the end phase adds back box, which triggers again to get us another search. So honestly, this is quite an incredible loop. And of course, Dora is going to be super hard to kill if it's unaffected, because like, how are you outing a 4K monster in defense mode without affecting it by card effects? So we pass it over to our opponent. Our opponent activates Extravagance, and here was I ashed it because I didn't think an Extravagance deck other than Dinos would be playing Gamma. I didn't expect to be against Dinos. I'm also not sure why he didn't Gamma. Oh no, I think it was because later on he wanted to resolve a Red Eyes fusion, I believe. So actually, yeah, I'm still not sure why he Gammaed, because he didn't have access to Red Eyes at all. So it just doesn't. You should have just Gammaed it. Like, I'm not really sure what he was afraid of. If he Gammaed it, I mean, I just have no idea. If he Gammaed it, I could have been in a bit of trouble. But he just scoops it up. So you can see there, game 1, mainly the combo I did, it just ended on a lot of resources. Even though it's not the most interruptions, it's quite a few resources, and it's definitely enough for game during our next turn. So this game, our opponent gets to go first. Opening hand is Necro Valley, Red Eyes Insight, Driver, Headman, Ash. So he has the Red Eyes combo plus the Necro Valley. Necro Valley is very mediocre against this deck, doesn't really do much. But our hand is not great. We have Anchor Drill, Duster, Double Trap Trick, and a Duster. At this point, I didn't know he was playing the Red Eyes cards because I only saw the Necro Valley stuff. So I put in back row removal like Storm Duster, Feather Duster. He activates Commandant, adds Necro Valley, then uses the effect of his Red Eyes Insight, adds Red Eyes Fusion. Activate Red Eyes Fusion, Special Summon Dragoon, not in the correct zone, unfortunately, but it doesn't really matter because we're not playing Geonator or Relinquished Anima, but it could come up, so definitely summon your Dragoon in the rightmost zone. It's also the right thing to do, so I think that's an easy way to remember it. But we draw for turn, we draw Pankratops. It's not really great, we can't really do much with this hand, so I'm just forced to set 3. I also don't want to commit monsters to the board because Dragoon's just going to pop it and do more damage to me. Headman effect brings back Commandant. He links the 2 off into a Phoenix. Also not sure why you discarded Ash of all things. Like, why would you not discard the Gate Driver and pop my stuff if you're going to make that play? But he targets the Trap Trick. I attempt to chain it. He negates it with Dragoon. I mean, I guess in the end, both were getting discarded, but Driver should have been discarded first for sure. It just doesn't make sense not to. Goes Battle Phase. I consider using Trap Trick for the Janomiska to get rid of this, but it just doesn't make sense to me because I need the Trap Trick to set up a Machina, the Machina Trap, and the Machina Trap is actually really, really nice. So after we Storm Duster his Necro Valley and there can be only 1, we activate the second Trap Trick, which we can since its negation was activated was negated by Dragoon. Set Overdrive. This card is actually incredible. So you can see here for turn we draw an Ash. So normally we kind of be in a dead spot still, but I get special Pankratops, normal Anchor Drill, activate the effect of Machina Overdrive, targeting the Anchor Drill, and I special summon one Machina monster with a different name from my hand or deck, and then destroy it. And the monster we get to summon is Metal Cruncher. So Metal Cruncher's effect is going to trigger, and then that's going to search us the Bruto Dozer, and we're just going to start a whole combo from here. So it's actually really, really incredible. You can see that this deck is an insanely good resource game because of cards like Overdrive, Tunneler, recycling all your stuff. Here I'm just doing the standard combo where I just make Ballista, search Box. Box is going to search Tunneler, or Trencher, sorry. And then from here, I activate Trencher, tributing Ballista, link off into Goliath, Trencher, bring back Drill. Drill effect special summons Box. It was a little unfortunate because I needed a Dingirsu to out this, but I couldn't make Dingirsu because I was locked into Earth Machines from the Brutal Dozer, which is unfortunate. If it locked you into Machines, it'd still be nice because we could still make Dingirsu and out this, but that just forces me to try to out it some other way. We go Anger Knuckle, Tunneler, shuffle those back. Still at this point, I was a little worried as to like what we could really do here because we'd still kind of be stuck here, which is actually quite a big problem. Where we still can't out this Dragoon and we're super, super low. So I did have to get lucky here. But thankfully we draw like the one card that could save us, the one of Derek Crane. this card is good because it allows us to make the Juggernaut leap, which becomes 6k, and you can just run over Dragoons. So this actually saved me. So yeah, in a way, I kind of sacked him because this deck doesn't really have a consistent out to Dragoon. Because at least not that I know of, anyways. I add a Harvester. Yeah, the problem is we already normal summoned, and we can't really do much with the Anchor Drill unless we get another Infinitrack on the board. But there, actually, I think our out was still I still don't think we could have outed it, even if I searched another Infinitrack that we but if the problem is I used every single Infinitrack effect. Never mind, sorry. I could have searched a Trencher. Trencher effect tribute Knuckle if I didn't draw Derricrane. Special Trencher effect Anchor Drill, make Trencher and Anchor Drill level 9s, but then I'm still locked into Earth Machine, so all I could make was Earth Slicer, but Earth Slicer's only like 3,300, so I couldn't get over Dragoons. So still, I think we actually would have been in pretty bad spot, I think. But so we definitely have to draw the Derricrane. So yeah, I got pretty lucky. But I activate Angry Knuckle, bring it back to the Bullet Train, triggers Derry summons itself, and make a Gustav Max, and he just scoops it up. But like, I show what I could have done after. After he takes the 2k, I go Juggernaut effect, makes itself 6k, and then I accidentally add back the Harvester here. But my point was, this becomes 6k. It can attack twice, so I attack over his Dragoon for 2k, then I attack over his Phoenix for 4,100. So 2k plus 4,100, 6,100 plus the 2k is from this is already game. So this would have been game on board right now. And yeah, that's just crazy how powerful this Juggernaut card is. Even though you're locked into Earth Machines, like as you can see, we still have an OTK card like this. The thing is, I think with his deck, some of my thoughts personally, I would actually want to bump up Derricrane to 3 cards, because like, it's an extender at worst. At worst, it's searching you. It's a free link body for Ancient Gear Ballista. So even if you don't have the other level 10 train all the time, if you have a Derricrane, it's just so powerful because you can like quote unquote brick with like a few your cards, and if your opponent stops like your one Infinitrack play or something, you can special summon Derricrane because. Oh, the other thing is, Derricrane chain blocks your Harvester, because you get normal Harvester, chain link 1 Harvester, chain link 2 Derricrane. So I definitely feel like Derricrane should be at 3 in this deck, in my personal opinion. But I'm not an expert with this deck. But I just hope I was able to show you guys what this deck could really do, because I found it really cool. Here I also showed that on our opponent's turn, we could have activated Overdrive, targeting those 3 machine monsters in the standby phase, hoping to draw a hand trap or something. We don't. We just sit, and then we could have used Citadel. If anything got destroyed, apologies there. I spoke a little too fast, but we can activate Anger Knuckle here, discard Citadel, and special back. I believe we can special back any level 10 with this effects negated. Yeah, we can summon back the Bullet Train for follow up on our next turn. We have a Pankratops pop, and we have an Ash, so even if he top decks Extravagance, he wasn't winning the game. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, because it really helps keep me motivated to keep posting more videos like this. And yeah, with that being said, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for sticking around with me. I know I was ranting a little bit, but I did really want to talk about this deck because I found it really cool. But yeah, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching once again, and I will see you guys soon.